Well, as you can see, we're now entering Phillips Park. We're definitely in the city of Manchester boundaries now. And first, we have to go under the railway viaduct, which I think is for a disused line.
Very attractive.
Yeah. And then we've got to find the river again. Okay, so you find the Medlock at the top end of the park, and although it's well screened by a hedgerow and then a fence, presumably to stop people falling in it, and at this point it's known as the Red River because all the original brick lining, when they decided to culvert it, has been uncovered, so hence the Red River. And it's, as you can see, it's still flowing quite nicely. Hello.
A special cameo from this dog.
Now, this bridge of sorts leading up to Phillips Park Cemetery is the cue for the best tale you can tell about the River Medlock. In 1872, it flooded and went into the cemetery and swept bodies and coffins all the way into the city centre of Manchester. I don't think they made a film of that, but they should do. Can you imagine like the scenes of people going about the business in Victorian Manchester and suddenly all these corpses start appearing in the river? That would have been excellent sight. But there was a silver lining. It did tell the authorities that they had to do something about the Medlock, and the red brick culverting that we've got here is a result of that. And generally speaking, the clean-up of the Medlock has never really stopped since then. We'll come to a new park a bit further on, which has only appeared in the last few years, so it's an ongoing work, but it's all in the right direction. Hello, right, well here we're about to exit Phillips Park and go on to what is now known as Alan Turing Way. Now don't get me started on the deification of Alan Turing. I have problems with that, so we'll move swiftly on. And just to say that from this point on, we're not going to give chapter and verse of everything we pass, because Martin Zero from this point has done a series of about 7 videos following the Medlock into the city centre. I'm not just going to repeat what he's already said, but just as a summary, from here the Medlock's passage towards here, well, you could fairly describe it as tortured. It's been really messed about and it comes and goes according to where the developers wanted it to be, but should still be quite an interesting walk.
Go.
Right, well here we're on Alan Turing Bridge and we're seeing the Medlock disappear into one of the many culverts here to run under the car park of the Etihad Stadium. We have to retreat now to the Ashton Canal towpath for when the river re-emerges into the day. Hello. Right, well this is the River Medlock re-emerging from under the car park near the Etihad Stadium. The river doesn't flow under City's pitch, it flows under the car park, and we're not far from the area that Martin referred to as Mordor, which gives you an idea of how attractive that was. But here they have made a little park, the Ashton Canal Park, which is quite a nice landscaping of the area. So yeah, this is not a bad spot. Right, we're on the new pedestrian way connecting the Etihad campus with the city centre alongside the Metrolink, and it actually crosses the Medlock here. You can see it down to our left and provides the nearest access you can get to it until we reach Ashton New Road. And onto the viaduct. Is this Gurney Street? I'm not sure what the road we're going under is. Okay, we've now hit Ashton New Road, another big crossing of the Medlock, which you can see here below us, and just beyond the bus stop, behind that row of trees, there used to be a row of houses which had balconies backing onto the Medlock. If you watch Martin's videos, you can see some footage showing the houses. But we're going to continue down beside the Medlock on what used to be an industrial street called, I think it's Limehouse Lane, this is. Lime Kiln Lane, sorry, which has been totally roarified. I got the impression that Martin was a bit regretful about that, but I think it's good. But each to their own. Here's our next sighting of the Medlock. This bridge carries Palmerston Street over the river, and there's a path just to the left taking us down to Pinmill Brow. As you can see, Limekiln Lane provides a lovely secluded riverside and woodland walk just when you least expect it.
Are we past Mordor now?
Yeah, oh yeah, we went past that. I think it's been cleaned up since Martin's video, but
Take that, Sarah.
this is completely unexpected really when you think how close to the centre of Manchester we're getting, but as I say, this is all reclaimed land. This wall here looks like it was perhaps the base of a mill at one time. There were a lot of dye works alongside the Medlock, so it's quite possible that's what was here. But as I say, Martin knows best, so check out Martin's video for the full story. Right, well here we're at Pinmill Brow, and what you have here is a debris screen. It's a sort of sluice gate across the Medlock that's preventing too much debris floating into the city centre. And as you can see, hopefully, there you can see that the Medlock is about to enter another underground section. Of course, Martin's got his wellies on and explored that all for you in his videos, so again, check out his channel. Okay, so here is the River Medlock, emerging after a period underground, going underneath Piccadilly Station, which is just behind us, in a huge cavern, which you can apparently see into from one of the bars at the station, though I haven't worked out which one yet. And here it flows into a landscaped area known as Mayfield Park. Now this actually was still being excavated and the river dug out when Martin did his video on this part, so this is actually new. You won't have seen this before. Well, you know what I mean. And there are some benches for the lazy people amongst us to take advantage of.
Excuse me. How dare you? Allow me to be lazy in peace.
Right, you might notice that we're filming this bit on a different day. That's the bridge that takes the Medlock out of Mayfield Park and onto Baring Street and across the road by a car park. Let's have a look. can see, very urban-y landscape at this point.
It's not much like how it started, is it?
No. I think all that over there is student accommodation, so they've got a nice view into the river from their flat.
We've got a nice view of it, but it would be nicer for them if the view was nicer.
And here at Baring Street, you can see the river takes a really sharp angled bend. Can you see that?
Very mindful holding that.
Yeah. We've got the...
Hang on. Sorry, camera's a bit slow to pan up on this one.
So up above us we've got the Mancunian Way, and to our right is a little skate park looking over the river. So if you go up the ramp to the
And
park,
you got a skate park there, and then you got a skate park off to the left.
yeah,
Oh, there's also a cafe there as well,
yeah.
connected to the skate park. There's been many an elbow grazed over there. Actually, it's a ruined skate park, that.
Okay.
Just look at that. All the techness you can get off it. Beautiful.